Hello, this is Dustin Newman with Service Hero Marketing, and in this video I want to show you another case study of a client of ours who really this is one of our more favorite clients, just because of their background and how they really got their business booming. And I'll go ahead and take you to my screen here and see if you recognize this company. This is Digital Roofing Innovations in Decatur, Alabama. And if you aren't familiar with them, go look up on YouTube or Google, buy a roof, get a gun, and you'll see their stuff everywhere. And they got a lot of, they basically had a video go viral. And after that video went viral, we began working with them to try to capitalize on the momentum that they got and take over their SEO, and we got pretty good results. So first, taking a look at the website here, you can see that as usual, we've got the phone number, big and visible, easy to see. We've got a picture of the owner. We've got some bullet points, their unique selling proposition right there, easy to see. And if you scroll down a little bit, again, you can see we've got a contact form. And as usual, we've got the different services listed here. We've got the service areas. And as I've already mentioned, we've seen some pretty good results and rankings. And when we first started working with them, they were really struggling in the maps section with ranking. And as you can see, they're located in Decatur, Alabama. And this tool that we're using here, this is actually technically for AdWords users. But I like using it to show our case studies, because essentially what it does is it allows you to search from a specific geographical location. Because if you're not searching from Decatur, you probably aren't going to see the same exact search results that somebody in Decatur is going to see. And since they're located in Decatur, we want to see what their potential customers might be seeing. So if you do a search for a roofer in Decatur, you'll see we've got Digital Roofing Innovations showing up right here. The very top spot. They've got great reviews, 23 overall reviews, 4.8 star rating. They do a great job pushing reviews, and you can see it paying off because they're the top spot, and they've got a lot of reviews, which is going to help them with their conversions. If you do a search for a roofing company, again, this is in Decatur, you can see that they've got the second spot right there in the maps locations. Which, jumping back over here, what's really cool about this is that in this particular case, they're the only ones with the reviews. So even if they're not the top person, I can almost guarantee you that they're getting the majority of the calls from people searching for a roofing company, simply because they're the only one with star ratings showing up next to their name. So this is another example of why it's so important to make sure that you're pushing reviews, because they do help with conversions. Here's a search for roofers. Again, you can see they've got the number 2 spot right there. And how about commercial roofers? The number 1 spot. Again, this is in Decatur. Storm damage repair Decatur. You can see that they've got the number 1 spot right there in the maps. They've also got the number 1 spot right underneath the maps and the organic search results. Roof repair Decatur. You can see that they are showing up right here in the maps locations. And even though there is somebody else who has reviews, there's a good chance that they're still getting the lion's share of the calls that are coming in from people searching for roof repair, simply because of how high their business is rated right now. Roof leak repair Decatur. Again, you can see they've got the number 1 spot right here in the maps. So they wanted to improve their maps locations. When we first started working with them, they were somewhere probably like 13th or 15th in the maps as far as position goes. So they weren't even close to being in the top 3. And it's been roughly 6 months, and you can see that we have completely came in and taken over the maps. They are pretty much everywhere. And here's another one, metal roofing. So now we're getting a little bit more specific, right? And you can see that, again, we've got the number 1 spot in the maps locations. So that goes back to making sure that you have your content on your website that talks about all your different services, because that's what's going to help you rank for these types of phrases whenever people get more specific in their searches. They are also in Florence. They have a MAPS address in Florence. So not only did we help them take over and dominate in Decatur, but we've also been working with them on their Florence location. And you can see that they've only got 13 reviews here. We haven't had this location up as long, but you can see that they are right here in the maps. And again, the only business with reviews, so they're going to be getting the majority of the leads coming from people searching for roofer in Florence. Commercial roofer Florence, they got the #1 spot. And this time they are competing with somebody with reviews, but again, they've got the #1 spot there, so that's certainly going to help them. Metal roofing Florence. Again, you can see that they've got the #2 spot right there in the maps. Ideally, we'd like to be the #1 spot. One thing we have going for us here is that they have more reviews than Rayburn. Of course, Rayburn does have 1 5-star rating, but I would take the 13 5-star ratings in the #2 spot over the top spot. Of course, I would rather have the top spot. But so as you can see, in a matter of about 6 months, we've been able to completely turn around their MAPS rankings and really take a stronghold in both Decatur and Florence for their locations. And on top of that, we have a website that's set up to convert well. So not only are we driving traffic, but whenever the traffic gets here, we've got a nice clean website that is designed to convert that traffic into leads. So if you would like us to work with you and you would like to take a stronghold in your area and in your rankings and drive more leads for your business, please feel free to pick up the phone and give us a call. We would love to talk with you. If nothing else, I'd love to take a look at your website and show you some areas that perhaps you could improve even if you did it yourself. So give us a call or shoot us an email, and I hope to hear from you soon.